Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I'm your boy Anson. Heading into town. So, I've got to go get milk. Man, these kids, we get, because a lot of times when we go grocery shopping at the beginning of the month, and it's probably gonna get a little bouncy, sorry. So we go shopping at the beginning of the month, we'll get eight gallons, 8 cartons of milk for the month. And here it is, barely halfway through the month, and that milk's already gone. And yes, obviously having another teenage boy on property is, I mean, he is an adult, so he's still a teenager. It still has the word teen in the name, but there's a lot of milk. But I also need to get some fuel, because I was actually able, so the riding mower that I had picked up from where did I get that one from? I'll think about it here in a second. I haven't even had my coffee yet, but we're not able to use the blades on it because it actually has a damaged spindle, right, of like where the bearings and stuff are for the blade. So I basically just removed the mower deck, and oh yeah, it's from Kevin and Jamie. It says, man, that's horrible, the O'Rourke's Littlefield, right? So it's the pulling, it's the PP 174-24G or something like that. Pulling Pro. Nothing special. I mean, it needed some TLC, needed some work. But yeah, because that's one of the things I said, is like, it runs, it doesn't cut. Well, that's gonna be the reason why. So is, for one, it had the wrong size belt on it, the cut on the cutting deck. And then the spindle on the left-hand side, right, because it has 2 blades, so the one on the left-hand side was damaged. So, yeah. And I can order those parts. The stuff's actually not that bad. It was, I think for everything that we need, it's going to be like right around $100. Maybe a little bit more with shipping, I don't know. I really don't see anything going over 200, so... as of right now, right? I mean, yes. See, I told you it's gonna get bumpy. Going down the dirt road. As of right now, we do have means of cutting the grass, thanks to the push mower review that we did. So I do have a push mower, because my other push mower that I have, last time Gladys was using it, she hit something pretty hard, and whether it be a stump or a rock, I don't know, but it did damage the blade and possibly bent the actual spindle. But what did happen though is the piece that goes over the shaft of the engine, it has like that little star looking thing on it. That's what holds your lawnmower blade. It shattered all of those. It sheared them plumb off. So right now I would have to take that off, and then I do have a micrometer that I can stick on there and check the run out of that spindle coming out of the engine. Just make sure that it's not bent, because if it's bent, you're done. You'd have to replace the engine, or replace that portion of that engine. And that's where you start, unless you can find, you know, replacement parts cheap off of a used one. You know, if you're buying new, it gets kind of expensive at that point. So I do have a universal spindle, however, that I can put over the shaft of that, just to see if it'll work. Like I said, I do want to check that and just make sure that it's not bent before doing all that work. So then we'd have 2 push mowers, you know, until we can get the riding mower done. Because obviously I have the big pull behind mower for the tractor, but excuse me, until I can get another tractor, I'm not gonna be able to utilize that. So the flail mower. But as of right now, I'm just gonna utilize that Pull and Pro. So like I said, I took the deck off of it, and then I'm just gonna use it just as a pulling tractor. You know, we got that little wagon that Mom and Gladys had found up in the woods. We keep going through tires on it because we keep wanting to use those plastic spoke tires that has a hard rubber on there. I don't know, I guess we're just a glutton for punishment. But of course, Dad kept using it to haul around the kids. And but some of those wheels were already, you know, pretty old and just brittle. So I do have a smaller set of wheels on it right now. Saying it's still the plastic, you know, and rubber wheels. But I think if that is to go down, we do what's, I would ask Dad. I'm pretty sure he would say okay, because it's not like I can't take it back off again. But to be able to take some of the wheels, the rubber air-filled wheels off of the generator that he got from Mike and Lissa. So, because he's going through, like he was going through those generators that he picked up, and one of them, the big gray one, was just completely locked up. So, and if you miss out on any of those videos, stuff that you have like absolutely no clue what I'm talking about, definitely get over to the main channel, go check those out. It's greatly appreciated. And then if you're new here and you don't know anything about the main channel, then we gladly ask that you give us that subscribe. Also head on over to the main channel, Ivy's Family Factotum. Give us that subscribe there too. It'd be greatly appreciated. But that's all this is, just kind of behind the scenes. You know, talk about some of the stuff that's coming up. Obviously, I'm getting fuel for that lawnmower. Like I said, I'm going to use it as a pulling lawnmower because I need to haul some rocks, a lot of them, and I don't feel like doing it by hand, and my truck is broke. So yeah, as of right now, that truck, I'm done with it. So it just doesn't run right. Whether it's something that I did wrong with the timing or stuff, I don't know. I had all the correct tools, that did all the proper alignments of everything of how it's supposed to go back together, and even changed out a lot of the fuel stuff, and still nothing. So it's just not running right. But anyway, I am going to get a different truck at some point in time, and we're going to get to working on these projects. Like I said, we got this gate to do. I've already got the lumber for it. Well, I already got the post for to hang the gate, but that's not all we're doing. It's actually going to be cedar and rock. I think it's going to turn out pretty nice whenever it's all said and done. But I do need to get the gate portion done, at least the framing of it, just so I can get the installers installed, the closures installed, so they're not having to wait on me for, you know, a decade to get this done. So I don't necessarily like being on a deadline, which as of right now I'm not. You know, I kind of get it done whenever I need to get it done, but I also don't like making people wait either. So All right, let me get in town and let's get the stuff I need to get, and then we'll get back to the house and get to work. So enjoy the video that's coming out today. It's greatly appreciated. And then yeah, Giggle's got a new mansion. We'll get started on this gate project. All right, y'all, be good to one another. Get out there, thank a veteran with every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.